Your stress hormone can spike within seconds of an unannounced knock before you've even decided how you feel about it. That surge can shift your mood, your tone, even your energy for the next hour. If your body reacts before your values do, that's not rudeness. Today we're breaking down why unexpected visits feel so intense, even when you genuinely love the people involved. We'll look at the neuroscience, the social psychology, and then I'll give you a simple 3-part boundary system: time, space, and endpoint. It protects connection instead of damaging it. This isn't about becoming less welcoming, it's about becoming sustainable. Let's start with a case study. Maya considers herself socially skilled. She hosts dinners, she leads presentations, she enjoys people. One afternoon, her phone buzzes. "Hey, we're in the neighborhood. We'll stop by in 10. Her chest tightens. She types back, "Sure," while her heart rate climbs. Here's the tension. Her identity says, "I'm kind and flexible." Her body says, "Alert." Each time you override that signal, your body learns that rest comes last. That's the cost. Now zoom in on what happens in that split second. Think of your home as a nervous system calibration chamber. Stable temperature, predictable sounds, familiar light. Your brain has mapped it as safe. Research on territorial comfort shows that the longer you live in a space, the more your brain encodes it as an extension of the self. Not metaphorically, your home is tagged as me. So when someone enters unexpectedly, your brain doesn't just register company, it registers environmental change. Picture a calm room with invisible sensors. The door opens. Lights blink, sound shift, proximity shift. Your nervous system moves from rest mode to monitoring mode. Not danger, monitoring. That distinction matters. One rule applies: when predictability drops, monitoring rises. Next time you feel that spike, pause for 60 seconds before responding. Label it: "My nervous system is shifting states." That sentence separates identity from reaction. You are not rude. Your system is recalibrating. Now add another layer. Sociologist Irving Goffman described social life as theater. There is a stage where we perform and a backstage where we recover. Your home is designed to be backstage. When guests arrive unexpectedly, backstage becomes stage. Posture adjusts, tone shifts, attention fragments. Even extroverts experience this. Imagine a museum after hours, dim lights, quiet halls, staff relaxed. Now the doors open to the public, lights brighten, staff reposition, energy changes. The building didn't move, its function changed. The interaction may be the same, but the energy cost is different because the role changed. Impression management uses working memory. You monitor how you appear. You anticipate reactions. You suppress impulses. Living is automatic. Performing is deliberate. Deliberate processes use more fuel. So when a quick visit stretches into 90 minutes and you feel drained, it's not because you dislike the person. It's because your brain has been multitasking, existing, and performing. Now add spatial psychology. In 1966, anthropologist Edward T. Hall introduced Proxemics, the study of spatial zones: public, social, personal, intimate. Normally, people move through these zones gradually. A colleague stays at social distance, but when someone enters your home, they cross multiple zones at once. Visualize concentric circles around your house. The doorbell rings. Seconds later, someone is standing in your kitchen, inside the innermost ring. Rapid proximity shifts trigger evaluation. The amygdala flags it not as threat but as assess this. Meeting that same friend at a cafe feels lighter because the script is predefined. The zones are public, the rules are shared. At home, you manage the script. So far we've covered 3 automatic layers: predictability, performance, proximity. All activate before you consciously choose a reaction. For most people, those 3 layers explain it. But if your reaction feels instant, almost preloaded, there's a 4th layer. This one for you had language. Implicit memory forms before language. Your brain didn't store stories. It stored patterns. Doorbell, cleaning rush, tension, repetition. If early experiences paired guests with stress, hurried preparation, parental conflict, emotional volatility. Your nervous system may have linked arrival with activation. You may have no clear memory of this. But the body remembers timing. Here's the mechanism. An event happens. Your body shifts. The pairing repeats. The brain predicts. Next time, the reaction starts earlier. The doorbell isn't the problem. The prediction is. If that prediction goes unexamined, two outcomes tend to appear. You avoid hosting altogether. Or you override yourself repeatedly and build quiet resentment. Neither creates sustainable connection. So what do? We retrain through structure, not arguments, not self-criticism. Structure. This is where the three-part system comes in: time, space, endpoint. Everything practical fits into one of those. Time reduces unpredictability. Space reduces monitoring. Endpoint reduces performance fatigue. Let's apply them. Time. Instead of default openness, define visiting windows. We'd love to see you Saturday from 4 to 6. Clear start. Clear duration. Your brain can prepare. Anticipation becomes structured instead of constant. Same people, more predictability. Space. Designate a guest zone. A specific seating area, a porch, a table. Localizing interaction prevents whole house vigilance. Your brain monitors a section, not the entire environment. Even a transition helps. Greet someone outside before bringing them fully in. Think of it like climate control. Air flows in through designed openings. Endpoint. This is often overlooked. Open-ended visits exhaust the nervous system because monitoring has no finish line. Agree on duration in advance or create a natural closing ritual. Tea ends. Walk ends. Candle blown out. The nervous system encodes conclusions. If visits consistently end while you're still regulated, the prediction updates. Guests arrive. Nothing destabilizing follows. Energy remains intact. Repeat that pattern and the body recalibrates. Same relationships, lower physiological cost because the structure changed. Now address a common misunderstanding. Discomfort doesn't automatically mean introversion. Context often matters more than personality. Same person, planned dinner party. Energetic, same person, unannounced drop. Drained, the difference isn't sociability, it's structure. Reduce unpredictability. Contain space, define endings. That's the model. Now we move to identity, because this is where change lasts. Instead of labeling yourself difficult or antisocial, name the mechanism. Your nervous system values calibrated space. That reframing moves you from shame to design. Shame says, override yourself. Design says, adjust inputs. Isolation shrinks life. Total openness drains it. Structured openness sustains it. Here's a boundary script using time, space, endpoint. I love seeing you. Could we plan visits a day ahead? I'm available after 6 p.m. during the day. I keep my phone on silent. Time protected. Let's sit on the porch for a bit. Space buffered. Let's catch up for about an hour. I have an early morning. Endpoint clear. These aren't walls, they're hinges. And here's the deeper truth. A dysregulated host cannot offer warm presence. Energy management is not selfish, it's relational maintenance. Here it is in one sentence: sustainable connection requires protected recovery. Without recovery, performance turns into resentment. With structure, hospitality becomes repeatable. Now consider this. Is constant availability truly kindness, or fear of disapproval? This time you control the gate. You decide when it opens. You decide how wide. You decide when it closes from awareness. So here's the choice. Structure or open door. One builds sustainable connection. The other builds quiet resentment. Which are you choosing? Comment, structure, if you believe design deepens connection. Comment, open door, if you believe spontaneity should always win. And defend your position using one concept from today: predictability, performance, proximity, or implicit memory. Your home is not a stage by default. It becomes one by design. When neuroscience meets intention, hospitality becomes sustainable.